Give me something I can. You gonna need to back it up when I'm sitting on rodeo.
We're rolling, you know.
You can watch me back it up. I'll be gone in the AM.
Okay, Unholy.
He gets me Mew, he gets me product.
Please stop, because everyone's already turned this off, and it just started.
They're turning it off.
Welcome to Bowl Chat. Today is Wednesday, December 7th.
Mommy don't know. Daddy's getting hot.
Would you stop? It's Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. Don't sing that.
Something unholy.
Please. Welcome to Bowl Chat. We apologize for last week's no Bowl Chat.
Yeah, we were very busy.
The time constraints just did not allow us to record. Many apologies. So, how you doing, Andrew?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I just came back from the bathroom, and it was. I think it was
peeing.
I think it was the first time that. Oh, that was you?
Yeah.
It was the first time in this building that it was a fresh, like they had just cleaned it. The bowl water was still blue. It was really nice.
So I got to go. Listen, the fourth floor, it's the ocean breeze. It's wonderful. You show up, the water is blue.
By the time this airs, we have like a week or two of that left, and that's it.
No, there's secret bathrooms. They clean that, and nobody goes to those.
Okay. But I still, even though it was a freshly cleaned bathroom, I still put the toilet seat cover on. Like, is there any public place where you don't cover the seat?
Okay, so can I tell a story?
Yeah. That's what we're here for.
When I was younger, I got worms.
I think you might have told me this, but I don't want to hear really about it.
We were in a mall.
Like a dog does?
Well, when I was young, I sat on a toilet, and I got worms.
I don't think... Can you get worms from sitting on a toilet seat?
Yes, that's how you get worms.
They go crawl up your butt?
Not worms. Like, it makes your butt all itchy.
Why don't you put your headphones on?
What am I hearing?
We're going to play some sound.
What sound?
All right, that's fine. I like to hear how we sound, so...
Okay, I sound wonderful. I sound magical.
You don't know how you sound because you can't hear yourself.
Please.
Anyway, go on with your worms.
So I had worms when I was a kid, and it wasn't great. But all that to be said, I do like a hover technique.
How?
I just squat.
You poop while hovering?
Yeah, I hover.
I couldn't hover for 15 minutes.
Okay, well, I don't take 15 minutes.
I do.
No.
I have to.
No.
It's my relaxation time. And I told you.
At home, that's relaxation time.
No, it doesn't matter where I am.
In the office, it's not.
I need at least 2 to 3 minutes for sphincter retightening.
That's cool.
So that's why I have to sit there.
Weird.
What? Can't just drop and go. There's that one guy that he does that. I don't understand how. And we're like, one wipe and he's out? Dude.
And let me tell you something.
I use half a roll of toilet paper.
The fury that he walks into that room.
Sweating.
It's like, I truly think he's possessed by some type of... like, I worry about him.
Well, you do have to understand. So in radio, we have break times, and they're hard times, what we call hard times. So he's probably got like 3 minutes. So he's like, all right, I'm about to go. I'm going to hit this button. Okay, I hit the button. Now I'm going to run. And he runs down the hall like a marathon, sweating, and goes,
but literal sweat.
Drops it, and he's back in a minute and a half. I don't know. I've never, ever
I've been in the bathroom
that.
once, and it literally was like a scene out of like a movie. It was like the door just like got knocked over. It was like, bruh. And then like you just see him like shuffle in, and then like just sits, and all of a sudden it was just like sounds that I did not know could come from a human body.
And no offense, but he barely fits in that regular stall.
And I literally was almost like caught so off guard that I was like,
yeah, what just happened?
Washed hands and walked out. And he was like 2 seconds behind me.
See, I almost never go at another person's house. It's either my house or in public. I try to avoid other people's homes at all costs. But every once in a while, I'll be at my parents' and I'll have no choice. I'll still put toilet paper down on the seat.
You've explained that
even
before,
to my parents. Yeah.
And I think it's weird.
I think it's weird, too.
You know what? When you got to go, you got to go. That's all I think.
Anyway, welcome to Bathroom Talk. Scotty B here.
Scotty B for... What's the toilet paper brand?
Scott?
Oh, yeah, Scott.
Charmin?
Yeah.
Cottonelle? Angel Soft? White Cloud?
I'm going to tell you something.
What?
The Charmin... frauds.
What are you talking about? I don't think you should say that. Oh, maybe you should take that call. All right, so Andrew's going to leave now. While Andrew leaves, I'm going to see if I can name some more toilet paper brand. You know, back in the day, I'll never forget when I was a kid, I think it was Scott Tissue that makes Scott toilet paper. They used to sell individual rolls, and they were wrapped individually with paper, and they had all different color rolls. They had beige and pink and yellow and blue, and back then, those dyes were probably doing bad things to your butthole. I don't know that they don't really make colored toilet paper anymore. And there was one of them that had flowers on it, and toilet paper has really come a long way over the years. But did I say Northern? Northern also. There's actually a lot of toilet paper brands, and then you have the earth friendly ones. They really do not feel good on your butt at all. They're brown usually because they made out of bamboo or something. I don't really understand that. I need maximum comfort when I'm in the bathroom, and you definitely cannot scrimp on toilet paper. Toilet paper is one thing that really I'm not buying because it's on sale. Some brands I will, yes, but just the one-ply generic store brand, never. And like I would never take a roll of toilet paper home from work to use at home because
I've done that once.
Push through.
I've done that once.
I did it once or twice but
it's
an emergency
I would
roll.
like to revise my statement.
Okay.
It's not that I think Charmin's a scam.
What do you mean by scam?
I just don't find
it's paper that you wipe your butt with. There's no scams
I know, but
involved.
I think over 2-ply we're really like.
Oh, I don't even think they do that 3-ply anymore.
It's insane.
I don't think they have that anymore.
It's like, what am I doing? That's insane.
Okay.
You don't need something that's that soft.
Also, it clogs your toilet.
Exactly. Like, whose toilet is that good that they could use that?
Well, see, my kids use a lot, and there's a lot of times they'll be like, Dad, it's clogged again. And I'll have to run down the hall, and we have this plunger that I don't like right now that really, like, the stuff goes everywhere.
Oof.
I just want a regular plunger. This is like some fancy thing with a handle or whatever. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I think that it's to the point where we need a rooter because the actual pipes are so clogged with crud. You know, every once in a while, I think you really need to clean it out.
Oh, yeah, and it's always fun when you do that. I did that with my drains.
Uh-huh.
I bought these things off Amazon. They're green, and you stick them in your drain, and you kind of just do almost plunge it. The things that I pulled out of that drain, I will forever be horrified by.
Yeah, every once in a while, I will put on a glove,
yeah,
and I will jam my hand down the shower drain in the girls' bathroom, and there's. I'm picturing pulling it out. There's all kinds of stuff like stuck to gobs of hair.
It's crazy.
And it makes me nauseous, but I'm like, oh, and I'm pulling it out of the drain, and I don't even know what these things are. There's like hair ties and bobby pins.
It's insane. Where does it get there?
Soap, scum, and crud.
Well, think about an apartment. I don't know who lived in there.
That's gross.
And so I'm just pulling out things, and I'm like, this is gross.
At least our house was new when we bought it, so any gross stuff that's
it's
there
yours.
At least was ours. I mean, it may be 15 years ago ours, but it was ours.
Yeah, no, I don't. I tried using Drano and it wasn't working, so then I finally just I remembered I had these little things, and you scoop it, not scoop it, but you just throw it in and it's hooked, and then you just go like this a bunch of times, and then insane.
A friend of mine owns a hardware store, and when the toilet was and the drain was like not really flowing as fast as it should, he sold me this stuff. And you open, it's brown. I mean, I don't know what it is. All I know is I poured it in the drain and it started smoking. I'm like, dude, and it smelled like a tire fire.
Oh, God.
And he's like, nope, that's it. And it completely just ate everything in there.
Yeah.
And the drain just flowed perfectly.
That's acid for you.
It's frightening, you know. And like you were saying, see, the only...
It melts it. And you know what else I do that I need to stop doing? Clipping my nails in the sink.
Ew. Why do you do that? Do it over the garbage can.
Because I just figured you could just turn the water on and it goes away.
No, because they sit in the little thing. Whatever that thing is called. You know, the thing?
I don't have... Mine's a rectangle.
No. Every sink has it underneath. If you look underneath, the pipe is like this.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
So the gases don't come back up.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, you have it. Every sink
okay.
does. Otherwise, like your house would explode or something.
Yeah. Okay.
So things sit in the bottom of that pipe.
And do nails dissolve?
I mean, they probably do eventually.
Yeah, but it probably takes a long time.
Technically, it's kind of like bone. It's an external bone, isn't it? Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah, I would think it takes a long time, if at all.
Huh.
Like when they find dead people buried, from the 70s.
Yeah, their nails still.
Are their nails still there? They don't grow, but are they still there? Yes, bones are, but if the flesh and everything else is gone, the nails...
There's an easy solution to this. I'm just going to Google it.
Hey, Siri!
I don't have that on.
I'm kidding. Because she would get mad or something. She'd be like, I don't know that.
You are an idiot.
Yeah.
Do nails dissolve?
Well, if you put them in a thing of acid like Jeffrey Dahmer did...
fingernails are biodegradable. Nails are made of keratin. The process takes a while.
Use that in their hair. Keratin.
Do fingernails ever do they decompose? Basic most.
Yes or no? It's simple.
They give me this whole answer.
Do fingernails decompose? Like when you get buried, do your nails
Fingernails can take years to decompose, or even centuries. They break down faster in hot, moist environments and slower where it's dry and cool, which explains why mummies sealed in Egyptian tombs can still have fingernails after thousands of years.
But no fingers. That's so interesting.
Yeah, well...
So the nails just kind of fall to the floor, just like the placenta from the live song. What's the matter?
I don't know, dude.
What? I mean, if a mummy's just standing there mummified, they wrap him in the tape, right? Like Fruity Yummy Mummy?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Just like Fruity Yummy
Mummy. So the
Mummy.
nails just like fall to the ground.
Yeah.
Or whatever they're I don't know.
Yeah. Ugh. If I were to go...
You will at some point.
Yes. I would want like one of those biodegradable coffins.
So you just kind of go away? And
Well,
you become part of the earth?
Yes. I would like that. I either want to get cremated or I don't like. I feel like burial sites freak me out.
If you were cremated, where would you like me to spread your ashes?
I don't know. Maybe I would have I would want everybody to have like a little bit, and then just give some to everybody.
I don't want them.
You wouldn't want them?
I don't want your ashes in my house.
What if I had like a little thing that you got? And it was
like a little, okay,
yeah,
like a tiny
penny-sized little thing, and
I
it
would
was like
keep it.
minted into something.
I would throw it in my closet or something. I think it'd be weird. I'm not going to memorialize you over the fireplace on the mantle.
No,
here
but
sits
at
Andrew.
least it would be like, oh look, there's.
I'd put a cereal bowl upside down on top of you.
Like look, Andy has. Oh, that's him.
So you're going to die, have yourself cremated, and make sure that somebody distributes little pieces of you.
Oh, I'm not saying the actual ashes.
Oh.
I'm saying because you can mint them. You can make diamonds out of them. You can make little pieces of jewelry out of them.
You mix them into stuff?
Yeah. Like imagine if you got
So
like
weird.
a little coin or something.
I would use it in a vending machine by mistake.
Wow.
Whoops.
That would be real mean.
I would throw it into the Coinstar at the King Cullen and see what happens.
Coinstar's a freaking ripoff.
Spit it right. No, they're not.
All those damn fees.
Sometimes you even get Dude, if you do gift cards.
I hate gift cards.
Why?
I despise gift cards. I hate them with my life. If you see me and you're like, oh, I'm going to get Andrew a gift, and you get me a gift card, I sell it back to my mom.
Really? I love them.
I am terrible with them.
Because you lose them and then the company makes money on you.
No, I don't lose them. It's just like if I'm going out for dinner or a lunch, or if I'm going to use it practically, I'm going to be like, oh, here's my $200 gift card. How much is my balance?
So you just check that beforehand and write it on the back.
Terrible with it.
Why? You're a millennial. Just go on the computer and type in the number.
Isn't it just easier?
To use a credit card? Mm-hmm. No, you give them the gift card and your credit card, and you don't worry about what's on it. They figure it out for you. Mm-hmm. But see, I agree with you. I'm anti-coin counting machines that charge you because they charge up to 12%.
And TD, some of the banks around
most
area,
of them have gotten rid of them.
I know, and it was great because they wouldn't charge you anything.
Yeah.
The machines were a little slower, and don't think I didn't notice that because I did. But the machines were a little slower.
And they rip you off.
Yes.
I did a test one time, and they did. Before TD was TD and it was Commerce. Remember when it was Commerce Bank? I used to go to the one in Hoboken, New Jersey all the time to cash my coins in. And I said, I have more. I know I have more than this. So one time what I did is I tossed in 5 Sacagawea dollars, and it only counted 2 of them. So I went to the counter. I'm like, I know I had 5 Sacagawea. That's when it was only Sacagawea. There wasn't all these president ones. And they're like, and they just gave me $3 cash. They believed me because they know that their machine rips people off. Well, and I think that's why they got rid of them.
One time I had a check, or was it? I had something, and it got stuck in the ATM.
That happened to
and
some
I had
guy.
to file a complaint.
Yes.
And it was like, hopefully you give me my money.
It's so weird that you just said that.
Yeah.
There was a 7 on your side story on the news last night where some contractor deposited a $38,000 check in the ATM, and it said, sorry, transaction suspended. And it ripped the check up, and that was it. And it took him until he called 7 on his side to get his check back.
I'm just imagining what that like quick, what is that called? Like the tease for it in the news?
Oh, yeah.
A contractor mad They just ripped up my check.
They teased it like 15 times.
I can imagine.
Before they totally did the story. You knew what was going to happen, so it's like, what are they teasing it
A
for?
vending machine on the loose. I'll never get my money back. 7 on your side.
That'd be a great podcast, just like getting things done for people.
Yeah, I mean, that's what 7 on your side is. So
That's right. Nina Pineda.
I love those. I also love when there's like potholes that need to be repaired, and there's always like on that one street, there's always just that woman. It's so loud. The pothole's terrible.
My favorite was
I lost things in there.
I don't know if you
It gets worse.
and then there are people like plant flowers in them and stuff like that, or fill them by themselves and get in trouble because they're not using the proper fill, and the city can get sued or whatever it is.
Insane to me.
My favorite one was Shame on You. Do you remember that? It was Arnold Diaz.
Shame
on you. It was
Yep.
on Channel 2, and then he moved to some other channel in New York. But yeah, he used to expose all.
I loved it.
That was great
Those are
stuff.
I wonder if that's like every local news place
For the most
has
part.
those, because I can't imagine people in the Midwest doing that. Like, I imagine a Shame on You in the Midwest is like, you ripped me off, and the person being like, I am so sorry.
Dear.
Yeah, let me get that done for you right away.
And they all have catchy little names. Like
Yeah.
there was also like Help Me Howard here on Channel 11. Everybody has.
How do you get that job?
I don't
Like,
know.
where are you in your news career where they're like, you know what?
That's an easy gig, right?
You're helping people a lot. Let's give you the segment.
Yeah.
You're the help me guy.
You just have to sit on the phone with people for a long time and make things happen.
It's like investigative reporting.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get to do that when you first start or if you graduate to that because it's kind of an easy gig. Oh, we'll be back right after this. And we're back.
Wow.
Yeah. So, news. Okay.
Yeah.
I should have gotten into TV news.
You would be such a good news anchor.
Here's the thing. I can sit and read a news script.
We've done it before.
Today on Wall Street, the
Yeah.
Dow was up 6 point whatever. But and like I've said, if the prompter goes out or if I have to ad lib, I'm out. I'm just gonna be like, we got to take a break.
Well, that's what you should do.
But they're not always ready to break. Like the
Yeah.
people in the booth have
In
to
the
be ready.
control room. Yeah, understood. But it's also like if there's a massive outage on the prompter,
Yeah.
they don't want you to make that like your time to just ad lib.
Right. Or if there's
And there's news that I don't know about because the prompt is out. Anyway, how's the weather today? Nobody knows.
but when it's live news, you have to be able to, come up with things to say. That is
But
a
the
seasoned
things that
news
you're
writer.
coming up with aren't on the news. They don't want you to just start being like, I don't really know. I think there's some bad things happening. I'm just going to riff, hope for the best.
Well, I mean,
it's not like time for you to make like a sketch about it.
Well, I mean, but it's a skill. It's a skill to kind of BS a little bit until the prompter comes back, or you can take a break.
I would just go straight to break. Are you kidding me?
You can't always do that. Like we
Yes,
can
I
say
can.
we'll be back right after this, and we just hit that. But on the news, you can't say we'll be back right after this because then they just sit there uncomfortably, like rustling papers until the break comes on.
Yeah. But that's not your fault.
It's not, but you have to be good enough to make it work and not look like an idiot.
Well, you're going to look like an idiot either way because the prompter went out, so it's
Not
unexpected.
if you are a seasoned professional.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I could sit and read news all day, but under pressure, I don't know about that. I don't know. I would say, hey, Andrew, back to you. Cut to Andrew. Yeah, over there.
All right, Scott, you could stop flailing now.
Woo! That was stressful.
Oh, prompter's back. Back to you, Scott.
And today, downtown, there was an accident between a taxi and an MTA bus. Yeah, whatever. I was going to say New York City and then MTA, but it kind of got MTA.
Oh.
Sorry.
Interesting.
What else is going on, buddy? Holidays are on the way. You got any big plans happening?
No, I'm going to Florida.
Playing Santa. You don't need to talk to him right now.
I do.
You can. No, I know him too, and you can call him back in 10
Just
minutes.
because you know the person doesn't mean you know what I'm talking to the person about.
I do.
That's like, there's two separate
But
things.
see, last time you left me, the prompter went out, and I had to talk about toilet paper, and I was running out of things to say. So thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Did you click Can't Talk right now? We'll call you back. It's amazing to me how fast you can text with your right hand and just one hand.
Yeah.
I have to do this, so I'm going to have carpal tunnel in both thumbs. At least you'll only have it in your right hand.
Oh, okay.
And then you'll have to switch over to being a lefty.
Huh. I wish I could be ambidextrous.
Yeah, I think that's a talent.
Yeah, for sure a talent.
Or are you born with it?
No, I think...
Maybe you're born with it.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Maybe it's Maybelline. What?
I know that one. I say that to myself all the time. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, before I said, can you please hand me my iced tea? First of all, thank you very much. It's very refreshing.
Dot.
But technically,
There it is.
no. I'm not complaining. Technically,
Dot.
technically,
Yeah.
this is your iced tea because I haven't paid you for it yet.
Yeah, no, you don't have to.
Why?
Because that's just me being nice.
Oh, because I'm driving you home?
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
that's
say it's
kind.
after that.
And thank you for remembering that I like plastic straws because I do not like the planet.
Yeah, and it's funny because every time I go there, you have to ask special for the plastic
They
straws.
keep them behind the counter.
They do.
For idiots like me.
Yeah,
Turtle killer.
pretty much.
No, just the thing is, I've had this for what, maybe 45 minutes to an hour already.
Your paper
if there was
straw
a
would be
paper
dead.
straw in there, it would be
Gone.
slowly getting smaller because it would be
Smaller.
sinking into the thing.
Yep.
Are you going to go to the company holiday party?
No.
No,
I am
right?
technically a company employee now, so I could.
That's the day after the holiday lunch for us or before?
What day is it?
I think it's the 13th and the 14th. I don't know which is
Oh.
which, though.
I think it's the 13th.
See,
It's the day before ours.
I got COVID last year at the holiday party, and I just I don't know. It's hard to do two things back to back
Trust me, I know. I hate
a lot.
it. Yeah.
because I got to take the train because it's later. Like if I go to the company party, I got to take the train home. I'm not driving home at 4:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
If you have any idea what it's like driving from New York City to Long Island, no.
It's terrible. Every time I've ever have to drive to Long Island, I've said it and I'll say it again. It feels like you enter a time warp. Time stands still on that drive. I've driven all like over the country, and never is there like a worse drive than the drive to Long Island. There's just no words as to how bad it is.
It's funny because in a lot of other parts of the country, first of all, they have no comprehension of what we're saying. Because, like, if you turn on a radio show or TV news there, they don't even have traffic reports in some cities because it's not like that there. You know, here, if you leave your house anytime after 5:00 in the morning, you're sitting in traffic. It doesn't matter. There's volume on the roads. It's insane.
And do you know why?
Because there's a lot of people here.
Because there's no public infrastructure that actually can take people in a convenient way. If we had faster trains, then people could just hop on trains. But where are the train stops by you? How long does it take you to walk to the train station?
I can't walk to the train station.
And there it is. That's problem number one.
That's the thing. We have
Problem number two, how much parking is there at your train station?
Oh, there's enough if I get there at 4 in the morning.
Exactly. So that's problem number two.
If you get there at 8 in the morning, 7 in the morning, no spots.
And how many trains are there?
Well, I mean, there's a decent amount of trains.
How many times does it come?
A lot.
Like?
The Long Island Railroad has a lot of trains that roll, especially during rush hours.
But you'd have to transfer at...
No, I would be able to come straight in, but they are packed.
Yeah.
So if you're taking a regular rush hour train to or from the city, you're standing. If you're at a station that's, not way far out east. And it's obnoxious. Because once you get into the city, to get to where you need to go, like, okay, for instance, our new building, I would love to take the train in. There's only one train I could possibly take, and it's at 4:06 in the morning, okay? That train would get me into Penn Station at 5. I need to be at work at 5. The next train earlier is 2:30 in the morning. So it's an impossibility. And plus, once I get to the city, I have to go, 15 blocks or 14 blocks and 2 avenues.
Yeah.
I can't take a cab or an Uber every day. That's expensive. The subway is unreliable, especially that time in the morning. They come whenever the hell they want.
There's always...
I don't really feel like getting pushed onto the tracks when you're not really expecting it, not really into that. So I don't want to do that either.
What about a bus?
No, not at that time of the morning.
There's no buses?
Plus, the buses don't go like up,
But a bus could maybe get you somewhere close.
Not really. Not really. And again, at that time of the morning, no. And I'm not going to take a city bike because what happens when it's snowing or raining?
Oof.
So it's just like it's drive or nothing. I know they don't want cars on the road. I know they want to charge you for driving. But it's like I have no choice. A lot of people have no choice. There is just no public transportation options.
And they really should fix that.
Yeah.
If I become president, investing in public transportation, baby.
They should just have some kind of airborne vehicle that somehow picks you up at your house, flies you over.
So a helicopter.
Not necessarily, because you know what? The things that like are from the Jetsons would be great. Those chutes, that they go flying down. That'd be awesome. And if not a chute, then just drop us down with a parachute and we'll just land.
Yeah.
I
mean, the thing is, and it's proven, because they're doing this with the New Jersey Turnpike, they're saying they're going to add a 4th lane. Or a 5th lane.
It just doesn't
matter. The more lanes you add, it's proven at this point. Look at Los Angeles. Look at Houston is, I think, another one. Look at Atlanta. The more lanes you add, nothing gets fixed.
Because the thing is, at some point, they all have to merge back into whatever.
Exactly.
Look at the HOV lane on the LIE.
Yeah.
Dude, it doesn't matter.
No.
Seriously. Okay, fine. It moves maybe a 2-3 miles an hour faster.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
In the grand scheme of things, it does nothing. Because then you're still going on that same part that goes like this. The exit.
Yeah.
That has 2 lanes.
Yep. And then the jerk-offs that, they use the lane when it's not in effect. And they go 55 miles an hour.
Can I tell you?
I just want to punch them.
Do you know what I hate more than anything?
What?
During the summer, when you're coming back, Jersey Shore, my parents live kind of near beaches by the Jersey Shore.
Right.
So when I drive back to Jersey City after I visit them for a weekend, it's always traffic. And do you know why there's always traffic?
Because people are idiots.
Because the exit that you go off on, it merges into one. But the thing is, it's 2 lanes because one goes to the airport, one goes on to the thing that gets you back to Jersey City.
Yeah.
People use the one that goes to the airport and then try and merge in. And I hate that. What gives you the right as a driver to think that you shouldn't have to wait like I waited?
I know.
That pisses me
they
off
try
to
get in
no
front
end.
of you at the last second.
I'm an asshole, and I'm just going to be honest about it. I purposely move my car
Out a little bit,
Yes.
and then you inch up right on the bumper.
Yep.
So you're going to hit somebody, but you don't care.
I don't care.
I don't want anybody getting in front of me. You wait like everyone else.
What? You're not, and it's always New Yorkers. It's always New
Some
Yorkers.
big pickup truck.
It's always some stupid a-hole in like a Yukon or an Escalade.
A Land Rover.
Yes, just being
I don't
like,
have to wait. Please. I flip my ascot at you. I do not have to wait in line. Please.
Just because you can't make it to the Hamptons, so you had to come to the Jersey Shore, calm it down. Idiots.
I hate people that think that they're better than everybody else.
Like, just wait in line.
Yes.
I will admit.
Unless you're at an amusement park or something that you can buy a fast pass, do it. Then you can cut.
Yes.
I still feel bad, but I paid for it.
And even line cutting, too. There are certain times where I will see, going to certain events, I just know with a credential or something, I shouldn't be waiting in a long line. So I will purposely go ask the security person, do I have to wait in this line? I've done that before.
Me too, but I still feel bad getting in front of people.
Yes. However, driving, it is a giant vehicle. Do not take your giant 2-ton vehicle and push it into my car because you couldn't wait like I had to for 10 extra minutes, idiot.
See, now I'm trying to see how I would feel, because I still have not used my California Pizza Kitchen Elite Cut the Line Pass yet. I'm not sure how I would feel doing it. I always say, if there's like...
We're going to be by the CPK when we go to our new building.
The one that we went to with Cooper that time, that you dragged her there sleeping because she fell asleep?
Yep.
That one's still open?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I only have Elite status, I think, through the end of the year because I haven't spent enough money there this year, which is crazy. I've been Elite for years.
I know.
And now I'm like $400 away, and I'm not spending $400 before the end of the year. You know, I do like the salmon.
Please don't get $400 of CPK.
I like the salmon, and it is expensive, but I'm not buying that much salmon.
The pizza with the pineapple.
They've changed the menu up a little bit. If you haven't been there in a while, they've changed the menu.
Did they get rid of my Hawaiian pizza? Because that was the only thing I liked.
I don't think they'll ever get rid of that, even though people are angry at it that are listening right now. But they definitely changed a few things up. They got rid of one of the chicken dishes. They have some seafood thing that they had for a minute, and then they got rid of that. And
CPK menu.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the same nationwide.
I will say I passed a Buffalo Wild Wings the other day.
I haven't been there in a long time.
I effing love Buffalo Wild Wings.
I haven't been there since they changed the macaroni and cheese, which is probably about 6 or 7 years ago, because Cooper used to love the mac and cheese. Then they changed it, and we weren't allowed to go there anymore.
They shut the one down in New York.
I told you, because my buddy Drew that manages the one out by me, I thought he said that they closed that one.
To be honest, I think they expanded franchises too quickly.
Yeah,
who's really going to the CPK? You're in New York of all places. Why am I going to a place called California Pizza Kitchen?
Look, it's one thing if it's in a touristy area, but the one that was in Manhattan was not
such a random area.
It was.
It was on Park Ave, right?
Times Square, maybe. Yeah.
Like why? Yeah, Times Square would be fine. They have a Margaritaville
and a Red Lobster.
Yeah,
and the prices are always higher there and Hawaii. Don't know why.
I've never been to Hawaii, but.
Well, no, it says that in the commercials.
Oh, really?
Yes, it says prices higher in Times Square and Hawaii.
I love reading the bottom of things like that.
Hold on. I heard it on Food News the other day.
Yeah?
You don't go to Red Lobster ever, do you?
I've never been to one in my life.
Shut the front door. Are you serious?
Never been.
I haven't been there in a long time because it's really just not that.
They got rid of them. They got rid of my salad. My pizza.
Really?
It's not there anymore.
Wow.
My delicious pineapple pizza is gone.
But anyway, listen to me. We'll make it up to you somehow. But you've heard of Cheddar Bay biscuits, right?
Yes, love those.
Red Lobster's Cheddar Bay biscuits, and you can buy them in the box in the store, but they're not the same. Anyway, so now they have Cheddar Bay biscuit shrimp. So it's shrimp that's breaded with Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Okay.
Like crumbs, kind of. And I really want to try it. But I mean, you know me and my svelte new me. I don't know if I can, but I want to try one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of how that would taste.
Because anytime I go there, I eat incredibly unhealthy.
I just like the place that's by me, Just Because. We got to go one day.
Just Because?
Yeah, it's so effing good.
Well, is it crab?
It's like a boil.
I love boil.
You should come to Jersey City.
Although the one boil place I went to one time, there was a hair in the soup, and I just can't go there anymore.
No, this one they give you pick. So they have crab, they have lobster, and they have shrimp. I do my shrimp with the heads off, and they also have what's the other one?
Prawns.
The ones
Crawfish?
in the south. Yeah, they have crawfish. I like mine.
I don't like
shrimp.
I don't know.
Heads off, and they put them in a bag full of delicious seasonings
And corn and potatoes.
Yes. Well, you pick.
Okay.
You can do corn. You can do potatoes. That's really good. One time I got that for free, and I was like, I should do that more. But you could also get noodles. The noodles are delicious, or rice.
It's a clever name.
So good.
Is it a chain?
No.
Okay.
But it is great. It's in Jersey City. I love that place.
I'm a sucker for crab legs. I love them. So King is the best. They're really expensive and they cut your fingers apart.
But
I'll go for
weird
snow.
cravings sometimes for like crab or lobster. I'm not even a crab or lobster fan. It's just I think if you add enough butter to it, I'm gonna eat it.
Do you eat mussels?
Eh.
I have to say, and there's no way that it's just me, and I didn't have, it's not from COVID or whatever because it's been happening for years, but I find that every once in a while, and it happened to me last weekend, when I have mussels, from time to time, they will literally taste like poop. Like, I'm not kidding, and I can't be the only person this happened to, but like, I'll eat a mussel, and I'll take it and go, ooh, that's definitely what shit tastes like. And then I'll have another one, I'm like, it also tastes like that. So maybe it's a batch of them every once in a while.
Yeah,
that's just
maybe.
Do they eat poop off the bottom of the ocean? And
I mean, they're
something?
bottom feeders.
I don't know. I'm not kidding, and I know I'm not crazy, and I'll be like, ugh, but I'll keep eating them just to make sure.
Well, they got to get cleaned. That's for sure.
Yeah, but it's not I'm not talking about the shell. I'm talking about the meat inside, that tiny little thing that you rip off.
Let me think about this for a second. I could ask my mom because she knows everything about seafood.
Also, it seems like kind of a waste. Like, the shells of those those mollusks, they're so big, and the meat is so nothing. Like a mussel shell is this big. Oh, do you need to put your headphones on now?
Yeah.
Why? So we can talk to Donna?
Yeah, I'm going to call my mom.
I love Donna.
My mom knows these things.
Which one do I put up? This one?
Hopefully.
Hey, Donna.
I hope she answers.
Come on, Donna.
If my mom doesn't answer, then that means that she doesn't love me.
Hey,
Mom. Oh, hi, Mom.
Donna.
You're on our podcast,
Why
Mom.
you gotta do me like that? I love Donna. Hi, Donna.
Hi.
Hi, Mom.
I think we're calling.
Andrew.
I think we're calling to talk to you about poop flavored seafood.
No, it
What?
wasn't. We were talking about mussels, and because you know all things seafood, are they like mussels, right?
Yeah.
What do they eat? Do you know?
What do mussels? Just
How
they're
would your
bottom feeders. They eat garbage.
Okay, and do you have to clean a mussel before you eat it?
The outside.
No, you can't. Well, the outside you have to
Yeah.
scrub short because it's salty. It's kind of like a clam, but once you open it, you don't
Right, you
clean
can't,
it.
You can't clean it when you open it. It's
Yeah.
like a membrane-y kind
I know.
of thing.
Yeah, it's like gooey on the inside.
You can't clean that.
But
No.
But on the inside, obviously because they're bottom feeders, when you eat some of them and it's like that gross stuff comes out.
Right.
What is that?
I was just telling. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. In a clam, it's the sack of garbage.
Goo.
I don't know in a mussel if it is or if it isn't because they just open up on their own. Like a clam, you can open. A mussel, you really don't open. Only they do their own thing when they're cooking.
Do you eat mussels?
No, I hate them.
Yes, yeah, because I was telling. Well, that's the thing. I like mussels, but I was telling Andrew that every once in a while I'll get a few of them and I'll eat the little thing inside there, and it literally tastes like poop. Because
It is?
Yeah, because it is.
Great. That's good to know. So I'm not crazy, that's all. And I can't be the only one. I'm sure people will comment on this that they've also eaten mussel-flavored poop. But,
Yeah, I bet you they would.
all right.
Because
Yeah.
that part is not. Because honestly, like I said, if you open a clam, you usually get rid of that little sack to make like a baked clam, or if you're making linguine clams. But in a mussel, those just open up on their own when they're cooking.
Right.
So it's always a surprise what you're going to get.
Interesting. All right, very good.
Well, enjoy your seafood.
Yeah,
Yes.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank you, Donna.
Oh, sure.
Have a Merry
Okay,
Christmas.
Talk to you later.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Right back at you.
Thanks. Take care.
Love you, bye.
All right.
You too. Love you, bye.
Bye. Oh, she's so sweet.
Of course she is.
I love her.
Okay, so that answers our muscle.
Even though she didn't really like Sawyer at her house.
She just we didn't get Luna at that time yet.
Right.
Now, if Luna was there, my mom would be like, oh my God, she's a different person now that's the prime example of someone that is like, don't get them a dog. But the minute Luna came in, it was like the perfect time. And that dog is like her best friend now.
Like, was Sawyer doing bad things in the house?
Sawyer was not. My mom is just not used to dogs, or wasn't used to dogs.
Right.
So anytime she would ever see a dog, it would be like, oh God, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And now she'd be like, oh my God, I love him. Oh, he's such a good boy.
She couldn't get rid of him fast enough.
Well, she just wasn't used to dogs.
Okay.
But now she is.
We'll be back right after this, real quick. And we're back.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to go soon, I think, right?
What time is it?
It's that time right
Yeah,
there.
I got to go to do a shoot thing because someone else couldn't go. So I'm going there with Danielle.
You know what I'm thinking? When we vacate these studios, I really would like to put that clock. I want to build like a little studio in my house downstairs in the toy closet.
It just comes right off the wall.
No, I know that, but that's one of those clocks that is like synced up to something.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
What are you talking about?
I promise you, because Josh has one in his studio. It was always telling the wrong time.
No, I know.
And all
that.
of a sudden, it would just start spinning.
Right. Yes, because it's hooked up to the atomic whatever.
It is hooked up to nothing.
Andrew,
do you want to watch this?
No. Please don't mess it up. Please, I'm begging you.
I know this because I set Josh's clock right.
That's fine. Because I know in the 12 right there up at top, there's a red light in that thing, and it syncs up. His was broken. They sync up to the atomic thing.
I promise you.
Okay.
It doesn't.
All right. Can you call Jeff real quick?
Okay.
Please call Jeff, the engineer.
I have to pee so bad.
That's fine. We're almost done. I just need to speak to Jeff really quick.
Do we? Oh yeah, we did take a commercial.
Yeah, we just came back. That was a fun ad. There's a commercial for things.
Wow, that was eloquent.
How hard is it to type in Jeff?
Okay, let's calm it down.
Hey, Andrew. Watch.
He's not going to respond.
Because he's going to think there's something wrong and he doesn't want to fix anything.
If I ask...
Hello? No.
Who else could be our backup?
Josh. Call Josh. Do you have Josh's number in there? He's here.
Yeah, I'll call him.
He would know also.
Okay.
All right. Jeff is not answering. He sees your name and he's not picking up.
Yeah, it's his day off.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Call Josh instead. I'm just... Look, I don't need to be right. I'm just pretty sure that clock is hooked up to something. Right. No. I just, for my own clarification, because I'm saying if I took the clock, or if I was gifted the clock, I want to know if it would work in my house. That's all. Because, people are going to gut these studios.
I'm telling you, they're not hooked up to anything.
Okay. I don't think
I'll call George.
He's not. Oh, Josh?
No.
Hello? You want to call Furious George?
Yeah, why not?
Call Furious. One more ring. Little ringy dingy. What's that from? Okay. All right, real quick, George, and then we got to go. I know this is riveting podcast radio or whatever you call it. George. Okay. We call him Furious George because watch, he's going to get angry for nothing.
No, he won't.
Yeah. Hey George, can I get a pen? No. Hello?
George speaking.
Hi George, it's Scott and Andrew on the podcast. I have a question.
Hi.
May I ask you a question? So
you can.
The clock that is above my head hanging on the wall and these studio clocks, are they attached to some sort of atomic something that times them properly, or that you just set them yourself?
You're talking about the actual 12-hour round clock?
Yeah, the one top of the hour, bottom of the hour one, the actual
No,
clock.
it's wired. It takes a satellite impulse read.
Oh, so it should kind of correct itself every once in a while.
Yeah, it should, unless the battery dies. Then you have to replace the battery.
Got it. I just wanted to make sure because, as usual, I need it to be right.
Oh, my God.
That's all.
Okay.
Thank you, George. Love you.
Thanks, George.
Okay,
Bye.
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 I just know that every once in a while they get screwed up and they don't work. So that's why you probably had to manually set his. But I'm telling you, I'm not being a dick, Andrew, only because I know I've been in radio for a long time and we've had these clocks for a long time. Every once in a while, what will happen is the red light will go on when it's resetting, and you'll see the second handle go brrrr until it's right. And that, do you think that they reset all these clocks by hand when the times change?
I don't know.
No, the thing they do it by themselves. It's hooked up to the atomic, whatever the hell, it's plugged in. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it'll work in my house.
It's the atomic.
Well,
it's the atomic.
when I first started running the board back in 1996, the show was called Love Phones. I told you it was that call-in sex show where people shove things up their butts and had to call and say, how do I get this hot dog out? Whatever. And Dr. Judy would be like, well, first it has to defrost. And Jagger would be like, put another one in. It was that kind of show, And anyway, so it had to be back time to start at exactly 10 o'clock. So every night I would have to hold my finger on the button on the clock, and I would have to call 1-900 whatever, and it would say, the U.S. Naval Observatory master clock at the tone is 9 minutes, 59 seconds, and 40 whatever. Beep! So I had to set the clock every single night. I had to call a 900 number. You know what that is?
No.
You know what a 900 number is?
I never.
Oh, my God. Dude, that's not even that old. Don't you remember Cleo, the astrologer?
I always thought it was a 1-800 number.
Cleo, you remember Cleo?
Miss Cleo.
Call
me now.
No, it was 1-900, and it was
Really?
like $5 the first minute, $2 each additional minute, and they would keep you on the phone forever. So you would call this master clock or whatever, and it was a 900 number, so it was like $2 for every time you called, and another $1 per minute.
Wow.
And
So I wonder why they came up with these clocks.
And even when I was a kid, there was 976 numbers. Do you remember that?
Yeah. No.
It was 976-1212.
I know 800 and I know 888s.
Okay, so every area code had a 976 exchange, and you would call it for sports scores and
I remember movie times.
Yeah, but that you didn't pay for that though. That was free. That was Movie Phone, and that was free. But it was 976,
Which is weird when you think about it, because I feel like they're providing a service. So why would that be free?
because they have ads that paid for it. But
sure.
so I remember I always used to call the WWF wrestling hotline. It was like 976 whatever, and I'd be like, "This is Sergeant Slaughter tonight at the blah, 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 blah," and I'd be like, "Oh my god, he won!" And they would give you like the wrestling scores and matches and stuff.
I remember
like that.
when you wanted to go see a movie, having to check the movie times in the newspaper.
They still print them.
Really?
Some do, yeah. And
It
then
was such a simpler time.
You could call for weather. You could call for time. You
Yeah.
could call for news. This was before the internet and before, whatever. It was just you would call these phone numbers and they would give you information. And then there was also information.
I wonder if this is going to
411.
all go back to itself. Obviously our phones have made life easier, but to some degree, it's kind of like, I don't know, doesn't everything come back around?
I guess. And then you also have to think that people that still say, "What's the 411?"
Yeah.
are old. Because
True. I say that.
Who's calling 411 anymore?
No.
What's 411?
I know what 411 is. I used 411.
Does it still work?
What?
If you call 411 right now, does it still work?
Let's try
Because
it.
I know you also used to be able to call 1-800-555-1212, and that was 800 directory assistance. 411. I don't know if it would work on a cell phone.
Wireless 411 search.
This call may be monitored or recorded.
Oh.
City and state, please.
New York, New York.
Say the name of the business you want, or say residence.
iHeartRadio.
That's Premier Radio Network's iHeartRadio,
Ooh,
right?
sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. A text message has been sent and your call is now being connected.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Who are they calling? Which office?
1270. We don't even have that one anymore.
That's really old. Let's see who's going to answer. And then we'll hang up.
So devious.
That used to be Q104's address. That's where, or Power, whatever. I think that's the Hippodrome building. That's old. There's no way that number still is operational. That's so weird. I used to do that as a kid, before phone taps and all kinds of phone pranks and stuff like that. That was very good shop, by the way.
Thank you.
Anyway, let's get rid of that. But so they used to sell this thing that you'd put on your phone. You would plug it into your tape deck. It was like a headphone plug, and you plug it in, and it was a little suction cup, and you'd put it on the receiver of your phone, and it would record the call. So we would used to call bowling alleys and stuff. You have 12-pound balls? Yeah. Click. Dumb stuff like that. But we used to we have a whole tape of calls like us messing with businesses and stuff like that. We were the Jerky Boys before. Who are the Jerky Boys?
Yeah, for real. I don't know.
Really?
I'm calling from a blocked number.
Oh, okay. Who are you calling?
Use a fake voice.
What are you doing?
We're going to prank call Nick.
Why?
Do the fridge. What's
What?
the fridge line?
The fridge.
Is your fridge plugged in?
Is
Better
your is
catch
your
it.
refrigerator running? He's not going to answer. Just like we don't answer. Please wait. Please call this number.
From star 67?
No, hang it up. No, just hang up. Call this number.
From a block number?
No, it doesn't have to be blocked. It's a recording. If it's still a thing. I don't know why I have this in my phone.
This is interesting. What the hell is this?
Hello, and please listen carefully as our menu options may have changed. Calls are recorded for quality assurance.
Who is it? No,
Oprima nueve para española.
this is not the same thing.
We're very excited to tell you about a special promotion for select callers. This will
What
only
is this?
take a moment.
I don't-
By answering just a few questions.
This is not what it
we'll
was.
find out if this offer is right for you.
This is stupid. Hang up. It was a bad breath hotline. Like, so if somebody was trying to pick you up at a bar back in the day when you would hand them a phone number, you would give them this phone number and it would say, "Hi, you have bad breath. It's blah, 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 blah." And it was some like, oh, hello?
7, 3,
Wow, he sent the person straight to voicemail.
Who did?
Nick.
This is dumb.
Idiots.
Anyway,
Can we prank call somebody?
who do you want to call?
Should we prank call Diamond?
No, because that's not a prank call.
She won't know. I'm calling from star 67. It
She
comes
won't
up blocked.
answer. She won't answer. I answer block calls because
Me
you never
too.
know. It could be
Same.
a contest that I entered that I want to,
I'm sorry.
What?
What? A contest you entered?
I enter
What contest?
I enter contests all the time. I go on like what is it, TLC's website or the Food Network. They always have contests. They give away
I'll email you.
what? No, if you win the big prize, they call you. Definitely.
What if we prank call Carla?
Like when the Daily News called me that time to say I won a trip to Iceland, they called because it's a big prize. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Is your refrigerator running?
Andrew, you are such an idiot.
You'd better catch it. Hang up. That was so dumb.
Wow, that was.
What are we, 2? Yeah, you know what? I really want to find the cassette tape of all that stuff that we used to do because you would laugh your ass off. First of all, I sounded like this. And it was insane because we were, pre-pubescent little boys sitting in a bedroom recording phone calls.
I just want to call Carla.
No, it's going to be a whole thing.
No.
Please, she's going to think you want to talk business.
No, she won't.
What are you going
Business,
to do
please.
to her?
What business?
You said you have to be in your car by noon.
Yeah. How long does it take to drive me home?
It takes like 20 minutes.
No, it doesn't.
It does because
No, it doesn't.
yes, it does.
Trust me.
We have
it
to
does
go.
not. No.
Andrew, we have to go.
No.
Okay.
Can you read? Can you remember? Just
say, what are you doing?
I'm star 6-7ing
This
it.
is so dumb.
No, it's not. It's fun.
What are you doing?
Getting her cell phone
What,
number.
my kid put my face. I remember when Ashley was little, she would put my finger on the thumb thing to try to.
Tiana knows how to use an iPad.
Yeah.
And she knows how to cast it to the TV, whatever she's doing.
Who are you calling?
Carla.
Why?
Because I want to prank call her.
What time is it there? Are they awake?
I don't know. We'll see.
This is so silly. What are you going to say?
Hello?
Please leave your message for
Do people just not answer their phones anymore?
Well, that's because they're doing their Twitchy thing.
Whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, you know what? Are we supposed to talk about them so they talk about us? Wasn't that supposed to be a thing?
I mean, I guess we should talk to them about it.
Did we not agree on that yet?
We don't know what to do yet.
I
But we
guess-
might do a disgusting dinner party with them. Wouldn't that be fun over Twitch?
We just don't have time. The year's over. Disgusting dinner party was Thanksgiving. We missed it.
Here we go.
What?
It's
All right.
not a Thanksgiving thing. It could be an anytime thing.
Listen, thank you for listening to Bold Chat. Sorry that it was just... I wanted to try these things. Carol from Texas sent these, and we're not going to... You know what? Jason's not coming back anytime soon before the end of the year.
Okay.
Can we just try the beaver
Sure.
nuggets? Cool. So, Carol from Texas sent us these along with some cereal a couple of weeks ago. And from, my favorite awesome truck stop store, Buc-ee's.
Mm-hmm.
And these are beaver nuggets. Can I have your hand? No, we don't hand jam, sir.
Ugh.
What?
These are gigantic.
They're really interesting. They're kind of like cheese puff doodle type things, but they're not. There's like peanut. Is it peanut butter? Beaver nuggets.
They're like caramel.
Yeah, they're good.
What was another one besides the refrigerator running?
I don't know. 12-pound balls. Bowling alleys. We called a barbershop and like, can we come down? Can you shave a penis in the back of our head? And he was like, yeah, come on down. What are you doing? Who's this now? Hello? Who is this?
Yes.
Hello?
What are you doing?
Do you have, what was it?
12-pound balls.
Do you have 12-pound balls?
It's not a bowling alley. It's not funny because it's not a bowling alley. He's a guy.
Well, you better go catch it.
You're such an idiot. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Thank you for listening to Bowl Chat. All new Serial Killers on Monday, where we eat some new cereal that you'll really enjoy. Please follow us on all social platforms at Serial Killers PC.
I'm really good at prank calling.
Check out our website, serialkillerspc.com.
These aren't bad.
Thank you for the beaver nuggets, Carol. Very good.
The only bad part is they're very big.
They're full of sugar, but they're delicious. They're
Okay.
almost like caramel-like. Kind of like Cracker Jack popcorn, but in a puffed form. Right? All right, let's get out of here. Until we see you again, have a great weekend.
Yeah, have a great weekend, everybody.
Say clink, Andrew.
Clink!
What are you going to call this one? Beaver nuggets?
Debaucherous phone calls. That'll be funny.
Not really.
Yeah, it is.
Goodbye.